Another day, another company allegedly taking somebody's work and running it through AI. Let's delve into the situation. It involves Vaseline. And if you guys don't know, Vaseline is the petroleum jelly brand. And this is posted to threads by user It's Namejr. And again, don't send hate to any parties involved. This was originally written in French, but the translation reads Vaseline stole my Michael Jackson poster, modified it with AI, and turned it into an ad. I'm shocked. For some additional context, Michael Jackson is the absolute musical GOAT, and he was very notable for wearing one rhinestone glove. He famously said along the lines of, two gloves are very ordinary, one glove looks really cool. So that's why he was wearing one glove. But anyways, here we have the side by side. This is the poster that Namejr made, where you can see it is the rhinestone glove that they made. And over here, we have what was posted by Vaseline, which is a Michael Jackson glove holding Vaseline and another tube of Vaseline, I guess. And this was a poster posted to their Instagram page. And now both the Vaseline products are also rhinestone or bejeweled in some way to kind of match the glove. So there's people in the comment section who is like, yo, I don't understand. Like, it's not the same hand position and it's the Michael Jackson glove, you know? Like, it's such a notable pop culture element that how do you know it's like your glove, right? You didn't make it. And Name said, but that's my glove. I created it specifically for that poster. I still recognize my own work, haha. As I explained in my tweet, they've clearly modified it with AI. The white bedazzled glove, the shape of the hand, the angle, the stitching, the arrangement of the crystals, the reflections, the lens flares, the lighting, the texture. There's way too many similar elements for it to just be a coincidence. And here we can kind of take a look at the side by side here of the gloves. Look, when it comes to like AI theft and like companies or people in general taking somebody's work, running it through AI, and then reproducing a final element. A lot of people are like, well, how do you know that AI specifically stole your work? AI generates things based on pre-existing images. It doesn't make things out of thin air, right? So there are previous reference works, whatever, that was either put into the AI or the AI was trained on to get the final outcome. It's not like an artist just imagined it in their head and made it come to life. It's not the same. Couple things that are notable, you know, if we're just playing devil's advocate, you can see on the thumb here, right? The thumb of the glove is obviously a separate piece of fabric that was then stitched to the rest of the hand. And you can see there is the seam here. What is notable on the seam is there's two little stitches that poke out from the seam here, and there are no rhinestones around here because obviously it's like making room for the seam. And as you can see here on this seam, we again have these two stitches that protrude. Again, this is another area where there's no rhinestones. And then if you look back here, we have one kind of smaller rhinestone here right on the seam, and then it flows out 1, 2, 3, 4. We have that same thing here again. One smaller rhinestone right on the seam, and then 2, 3, 4 rhinestones to kind of fill the gap on the bottom of the thumb. That's looking really similar. That's looking a lot like Namejr's work. And then take a look here at the position of where the shine is, right? This is an extra shine effect that was probably added in post. We have one on the tip of the thumb, one over here on the joint of the thumb, and one at the bottom of the wrist, all on the left-hand side. Oh, wow. That's like literally exactly where Namejr also had 1, 2, 3. That's also looking similar. And then there's also on the right side, 1, 2, 3. You can't see the bottom of the wrist, but then we have 2, 3 again. They have an extra one up here, which is also this one that you can see here. Why is it so similar exactly? And if that doesn't seal the deal, look at the tip of the finger here. If you look at Namejr's one, on the tip of the index finger, there are no rhinestones going exactly up to the tip. There's a gap right here between the rhinestone and the actual tip of the finger. You don't actually see that on the other fingers. Like if you see where the seam is, the rhinestones go all the way up to where the seam is. Even here, you can see there's a rhinestone up here where the seam is. There's one up here on the middle finger, but on the index finger, the seam is up here and there's a gap. That's also present here. That's odd. There's a gap here. Again, as if, you know, there's like a rhinestone that isn't there, but that is also present on the other fingers. And then again, it's like, okay, well, how do we know it's AI? Dude, there's like weird stuff happening again. Like, look what's happening to the thumb. Like the thumb is gluing itself to the actual Vaseline container. And then there's like warping with the rhinestones on the tip of the thumb, which if you look at Namejr's one, there is no warping that's happening with the rhinestones. The rhinestones still look like actual physical rhinestones, but here they're like all distorted. It's like they took the liquify tool and smudged it on the tip of the thumb. And another person adds, LMAO, they just deleted it right this second. And Name writes, haha, wow, but I'm not gonna let them go, And they write, Vaseline removed the post following my statement. However, taking the post down does not erase the facts, nor the responsibility that comes with using an artist's work without authorization. I'm speaking up because this kind of situation can happen to any artist. Creative work deserves to be protected and respected. And I completely agree, because if you don't call out these companies for doing these things, for stealing creative work, they're gonna think it's okay to continue doing that. There needs to be a precedent of people saying, hey, this behavior is not okay and we're not going to support this. And Name to their Instagram also writes the same thing. Vaseline stole my work, and Vaseline stole a poster I created for the movie Michael, modified it with AI, and used it to create an advertisement. My work was used without my permission. A creation is still a creation, and an artist's work deserves to be respected. And I completely agree. I'll have Name linked down below if you would like to go check them out and check out their work. Their Michael poster looked absolutely gorgeous. So that is so sick. And some of their works I want to highlight. I love Arcane, and Arcane is made by a French company, Fortiche. And so this was their collaboration with Netflix France for Arcane posters. This looks so cool. This is another poster they did. This one also, by the way, giga viral, 112,000 likes. I swear I saw this, because I swear I saw their like before and after of like their ideation, because look at how cool this is. Isha in the blade, we have Warwick in the back. Oh my God. So yeah, please go show the original artist some love. A lot of people were purposely being very ignorant, I feel, in the comment section. You can have your support or dislike of generative AI. Again, you know my stance. I do not like it. But there's no need, I feel like, to go and be completely disrespectful to an artist in their comment section when there's clearly blatant theft happening. It's been deleted, but unfortunately, this is something that's been going around for a hot minute. This was somebody who quote retweeted it, but I just wanted to share this because it's a similar-ish situation. It's not about Vaseline this time, but same concept of artwork being stolen. This was a post by user Medi writing, "They stole my job with AI too. I spent hours on this 3D creation, and some guy recreated it in a few minutes from my image without even asking me. On the left is what I did. On the right is what they did." And this is their work on the right. This one is so cool. It's like some close-up of grills, and I really love the perspective and the portrayal of this. This looks absolutely sick. And this was a person's recreation of it, where they took that work, ran it through AI to generate a different version of it. But you can see, again, right? Like, a lot of people might in the comments be like, well, you don't know if they stole your... Come on, guys. Like, let's call a spade a spade. It is so obvious that this is literally Medi's work just reran through AI, right? It is the same motif, that flower logo. God, I can't pronounce the artist's name. On the tooth, the same gold framing, the same canine completely encased in gold with the gemstones. Over here, right? Like, these elements are all so similar. Same with the same fisheye perspective. And a commenter said, to be honest, there's really no way these days to protect yourself against that, is there? In terms of, I guess, the theft of your work by AI. After all, where's the line between inspiration and plagiarism? He takes the concepts, but it's not exactly the same. Inspiration is a thing for every artist. And Medi responds, there's no question to ask. It's clearly plagiarism. Please look. Just the top right corner. I did everything by hand, from A to Z. Everything is an original creation. So the fact that it's exactly the same on his side shows that he clearly used my image. Again, I think when you zoom out and you put it side by side like this, it's even more apparent. Like, the literal highlight on the tooth is exactly the same. There's like a little line of red here that you can see in the gold, and there's some ambient lighting behind that. That is also present exactly here on the tooth. Like, come on, man. Literally, what are the likelihood that it looks exactly the same like that? And this tooth, again, being so similar, same color gems, everything. Bruh. And for extra context, Medi adds, I DM'd the guy and he deleted it right away. On top of that, he had 40,000 on Instagram. He thought it wouldn't show up. And Medi also adds extra context, adding that this was actually the original post. The one that was stolen was like the second frame of this. This looks so freaking cool, man. That's actually sick. And again, some people were being rude in the comments, being like, do you have permission from Mr. Takashi Murakami? That's how you pronounce it. The artist of, you know, the very notable flower motif. And they said, you know, it's a personal project, didn't get paid or anything. I just wanted to make something cool. And this is cool too, because Medi has a pin where it highlights kind of like the before and after. So this was their lighting setup. And then this is the actual render. It looks so cool. So anyways, I'll have both artists linked down below if you would like to go check them out. Their work is absolutely beautiful. And again, down with theft, man. Again, everybody has their own opinions of Gen AI at the end of the day. I, again, do not support it. I don't like theft of artists. But again, it's so many people, they just use it as another tool for theft, man. And it just sucks to see, especially when you see companies who, you know damn well you guys got money, okay? But you're trying to cut some corners, don't want to hire, I don't know, a 3D artist to go and design something, or to hire somebody to come and make a glove for you for that cool picture. So instead, gonna yoink an artist's work and then run it through AI to make our ad. Not cool, guys. Don't steal people's work. Not cool ever to steal people's work, but it always feels even suckier when it's like a big company with money. And it's like, well, you guys most definitely don't even have an excuse. Like, nobody has an excuse, but you definitely don't have an excuse. Just feels bad. Go support original artists and check out all of their work. So with that, if you like this video, I appreciate it if you like and subscribe. I'm going to EDC soon, so I'm really excited. So there might be some pre-recorded videos coming out. Well, all my videos are pre-recorded, but you know what I mean. Don't forget to check me out on Etsy. I have digital art there for streamers and creators. I also have a coffee with free resources, like a free sponsorship guide. And I stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Mondays, Saturdays at 6 p.m., Thursdays, a podcast with my friend at 7:30. Also, I don't have a hickey. I am allergic to heat, and this rash has been there since this morning, and it's been bothering me. Darn. So anyways, I hope to catch you guys in a Twitch stream or in another video. Peace.